appeared in court after killing his parents and living with their decomposing bodies for weeks. 17-year-old Nikita Casap appeared in court on Thursday, accused of killing his mother Tatiana Casap and stepfather Donald Mayer. Their bodies were found in a state of decay on February 28th after Mr. Mayer's mother, who had not heard from him in weeks, called the sheriff's office for a welfare check. Nikita was arrested in Iowa, more than 800 miles away from where his parents' bodies were found. It was revealed that he had shot both of the victims, then went to school the next day, continuing to live at his home for another 2 weeks before fleeing with $14,000 in cash that he stole. Nikita is originally from Moldova, and his living relatives are mainly overseas, leading prosecutors to believe that he was trying to flee the country. When Nikita was arrested, prosecutors found videos on his phone of him filming the bodies after the incident and lighting candles around them. The motive of the crime is still unclear, and he has not yet pleaded guilty or not guilty. It is likely that he will plead insanity, but if he is found guilty, what do you think his sentence should be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Now, before I start this video, I would like to thank Drillium Second on TikTok with a story. So, Nikita Casap, if I pronounced it wrong, I apologize. Now, he's accused of deleting 2 of his parents, right? And the motive of the situation is still unclear. Now, this is another major case or big case that the mainstream media need to talk about, but choose to ignore it. Another crickets. See, ladies and gentlemen, everybody was focused on the Carmelo Anthony case, about self-defense and everything else. But just like I did in my previous video, there's another story with a similar situation, how a white boy stabbed a Hispanic boy inside the school. Again, crickets. Now this story about Nikita deleting 2 of his parents, another crickets. But yet, when we talk about all the videos that I've done, right? The first video, when you have a conservative try to use this man's son for his, for his rhetoric of being a white victim, right? And yet, y'all have plenty of privilege. You got police behind you, military behind you. Y'all, and you have a right to open carry. Texas is an open carry state. Have stand your ground laws for you guys. But we can't get anything. We as black people can't get no weapons or no protection by the police or no protection by the National Guard or the military. You guys do have that right. But they're using it as we're the problem, that whites are the victims. And y'all talking about that in black people, we're the most violent people in America who's killing blah, 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 blah. But you're not looking at the FBI statistics. How white people are the most violent people in America. Case in point, the 2 stories that I just did. The story that I just told you, that this 17-year-old Nikita killed 2 of his parents. But we choose to ignore white people and their violence. We choose to ignore their, violence. And then the previous one that I done, when a white boy stabbed another student at that high school, Hispanic student at that high school, because of self-defense. But y'all judging Carmelo Anthony of his self-defense claim. But then when I told you about 2 stories just now, silence, crickets. And we all know why. It's sad, people. It's sad that the world we're living in, that you're going to judge by the color of their skin and not the content of their character. I already told you that in this situation, how the Carmelo Anthony situation happened, and then all of a sudden, when you see 2 stories that I've just done back to back like this, crickets, silence. By Fox News, by conservative radio, by any other far-right conservative, it's completely silence. But hey, but yet we're the problem. Shameful. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.